by Mike Etherington Smith. The fences are, there's nothing more than 3.5 foot high that's solid, a ditch coming up, but then they turn left, and this is the first big challenge, John, because English horses don't usually meet banks.
No, it's a slight run downhill too, and the bank is just quietly disguised. They're really well made fences. They built by Mr. Etherington Smith, and as Mikey was saying earlier, these fences are only going to improve as time goes on.
How about this one?
Well, this is more unusual than anything because it looks like one big blank. You could just about make out the fact that it was about 5 solid rails high. And as anybody who knows anything about eventing, you can actually build a 3 foot high fence that is impossible to jump, depending entirely where it's sited. These are all fairly well sited. No really tight turns here, quite galloping, and a test for horses, a big test for jockeys too, because there's going to be a fine balance between going fast enough to get over these fences and they don't take any prisoners. There's quite a number of obstacles here. This is an interesting one. That's the water there. Excuse me. It then goes up a steep bank, and then you turn left-handed and come up round towards what will be the finish on the last circuit. But what I was saying was, there's a fine balance between going fast enough that you're in contention and going too fast when the horses aren't able to jump accurately enough, because there will be fallers if they get going too quickly. Back over the bank again. They jump this both ways, north, south, east, west, and then on round again. Fence 15 is the ditching bank. You turn right-handed again up there, and then this time, instead of those rails, you turn right-handed, come inside the course. That's a ditch in front of a hedge. And for anybody who's interested in eventing, hunting, enjoys themselves, well, if you were let loose here on a Sunday, then you'd have a really good time. It's just like an exceptionally good dragging course, only they've got 13 other competitors to go around with them, and there's also a not insubstantial prize to the winner.
A total
plenty to look forward to.
A total of 27 fences in this. It's a sort of double figure of 8. They're going back out into the country now. That's a boarded hedge, and now straight on out into the country, where they come upon the Aintree fence, a replica of the canal turn, because as you can see, after they jump it, they have to turn sharp left, just as you do at Aintree, and back into the sector again. Now it goes round to the right. It will be possible to lose your way, John.
Yes, you'll be hard pressed in actual fact to lose your way, because anybody sitting at home watching this and worried, they are taking the railings down. They don't have to jump those, but they will have doles out, they will have markers out, and time will tell just how successful this is. There's no doubt that it's a good course and it's an interesting course. Whether they'll have to do any modifications, I don't know, maybe a few more turns just to stop.
Blinkered, 7-1 Adrian Maguire. McGregor the third has been trained for the race, 11-10 favourite, and Brian Harding partners that one. Torian Tycoon Visor is 50-1 with Andrew Larnock. Viva Bella Blinker 12-1 with Mr. Ken Whelan. And Bottled Back is 50-1 and Rory Lauder. I'll Win 16-1 Maurice Ahern rides. Longshoreman 20-1 Scott Joins. Bagoo is Blinkered 33-1 chance ridden by Steve Classans. Fiddler's Pike 25-1 and Rosemary Henderson. Leghorn is 33-1 Simon McNeil. Live and Let Live Visor, a possible horse to be there in the first mile or so, with Clive Story riding. Mr. Merhill is Blinkered 10-1 and Warren Ewing, and Mouse's Sister 25-1 and Rupert Nuttall on board. Mouse's Sister is also likely to be in the firing line early on. Fascinating race this, concentrates the mind wonderfully.
And John, he'll be, if he does find himself alone in front, eventers have to operate on their own, so that with any luck the obstacles shouldn't worry him at all.
Well, you'd have almost said that was the case with Docklands Express, but as you say, this horse used to going round on his own. So sounded like one of the runners standing on the starter's foot. That wasn't the case. That's just the tradition over there.
This is the Taxis. I think they're coming to the Taxis now. I'm practically certain that the Taxis is the third in this race. That's just a plain bit of water. There are all kinds of obstacles in the Pardi Beecher, but they go at a tremendous early gallop because this is the Taxis. A huge drop. And after this we'll be showing you the finish, but this is the Taxis.
And it's a snip right out the back. They're over on the far side, jumping just now. Free fall in there, but it's a snip, got much closer at the business end. He led for a while, then the lead was taken off of him. And then in the last 150 yards, game as he is, he came through to take up the running, going towards the last obstacle, which in actual fact is a hurdle. Amazing finish, because having gone to win the race, he then says, I've done enough, come a long way, decides to pull himself up, have a look round, prick my ears, and then off he runs again. What a wonderful old character he is. And Charlie Mann, who earned the Riding Honours of the Year award for that win, is now down with Tomo.
Yeah, now Charlie, why are you not, we were just seeing you winning, so why are you in the saddle today?
Something to do with licensing. I mean, I can't ride this country. I can ride abroad, but not here. But no, I mean, I'm...
There's McGregor the third at 5-4. Docklands Express at 11-4 from 3-1. At 8-1, it's a snip. On 14s, they're Mr. Merhill and Viva Bella. On 16-1, Islewin and Mouse's Sister. And there's money for Live and Let Live, who touched 100-1. That was snapped up, and now showing at 25-1 for Live and Let Live. 33-1 bar.
Well, let's have a look at the hero of the day. We might be the hero of the day, that you must get over.
Well, I doubt with 14 running.
11-4. At 8-1, it's a snip. On 12s, then Mouse's Sister. 14s, Mr. Merhill and Viva Bella. 16-1, Islewin. On 25s, Live and Let Live. 33s bar. And Docklands Express has just gone to 100-30.
Next cross-country race. Here's Graham.
So that's it then, they're lining up. They've got 27 obstacles to take, and the first is a bank and hedge, and then they make a left-handed turn. It's a very short run to the first fence, and they're going lickety-split, and McGregor is the leader. The back marker is Mouse's Sister, so we can tear the cards up straight away as to what makes the running. We thought it was going to be Mouse's Sister, and that's last. It's Islewin that takes the advantage now as they head towards a ditch with a railed hedge. This is the second fence they have to jump. On the outside, McGregor there is third. It's a snip, just to skid a bit going into it, but all the horses are over safely. Fiddler's Pike is towards the back, and they make a left-handed turn now. And it's Islewin and Morris Ahern that's showing the way. With the white bandaged forelegs is Live and Let Live, and it's a snip is third. Now this is the bank we've been talking about. Up they go and over and down, and no problem for anybody, that fence. Mouse's Sister and Fiddler's Pike are out the back. So another left-handed turn, chaps, and down towards fence number 4, which is the ditch and bank, and it's Islewin that has the edge. To Live and Let Live, Islewin the leader. Ditch and bank this to Live and Let Live, and it's a snip, and then McGregor the third, that's in fourth place. Old Docklands Express is in fifth, and he's going okay. And now they swing a right-handed corner and head towards fence number 5, which is a rails. They're going uphill now, virtually going round about the third from home on the chase track, going the other way. Islewin has it, and over this one has to be jumped, and Docklands Express in the blue colours, there is to us, one of the back markers, Torian Tycoon, come to the top of the hill, and they make a right-handed turn. The Belgian runner Bagu is the back marker, and Islewin has it. A railed hedge here, come to it. Islewin with the edge. To McGregor the third, the black with the white sleeves, then Live and Let Live, and on the inside is It's a Snip. Now they cross the old course and make their way into the centre of the park, so to speak, and the leading 4, with Islewin showing the way to McGregor the third on the outside of Live and Let Live, and It's a Snip, and these 4 are about 4 or 5 lengths clear as they make a right-handed turn and down to the next fence, which Viva Bella's mid-division, Fiddler's Pike's well down the pack. Oh, Docklands Express is still mid-division, Islewin still has the edge. Come down towards the fence number 8, and it's a railed hedge, and it's still Islewin that has it. McGregor the third in second place, and he seems to be enjoying himself, this experienced eventer. They cross the course again by the 2.5 mile start they are now, and they're going to fence number 9. It was their third. This is the bank. They're crossing from a different route. Up they go and pop down the other side. And Torian Tycoon is one of the back markers, and they race away down towards the next one. And we seem to have lost. It's a sniff. That went to the ditch. Over the next, no change, and it is what indeed it's a snip who went. Torian Tycoon was a back marker. That was the 10th. Now they swing left-handed, and they're coming up past the enclosures again, and roughly to where they started. They've just completed a figure of 8. Seems more like a figure of 88. Islewin on the inside of McGregor the third, and then back in third is Live and Let Live. Then the red colours of Mr. Merhill going into 4th place now as they take the 11th. And lads, at this stage, Docklands Express is okay.
Well, he's travelling really well, I think, Graham. Just being given time to find his feet by Jamie Osborne. The last thing he wants to do is hit the front, because I think he'll pull himself up. But up front, there's no doubt that McGregor the third, he looks a class act. He's jumping particularly well for Brian Harding. And Islewin and Morris O'Hearn, I think they're pleased to have somebody just give them a lead for a change, because he's been having to grab hold of him, make him go in and jump these fences. Quite anxious to be having a look, quite rightly, to see what he's doing. And this old horse, McGregor the third, looks to be thoroughly enjoying himself.
Up and over the bank, smooth as anything.
Oh, another faller.
The bank has claimed the only 2 fallers so far.
And that faller was Leghorn. Simon McNeil's on his feet, and the horse seems to be okay. They race away then and head towards fence number 15, a ditch and bank, and they're crossing again roughly by the run between the third last and the second last fence on the old course, and it's McGregor the third. He's going into the lead from, in second place, Islewin, and Marshall tells them where to go. Live and Let Live's on the inside. Docklands Express, the blue colours, is getting closer in 5th now as they race uphill towards the 16th, and over that one it was McGregor the third that led. Docklands Express still has the edge. Bottle Black is dropping down the pack, and they come towards fence number 17 of the 27 they have to jump. And now they make another right-handed turn. It's McGregor the third that has the edge to Viva Bella in the red and yellow, and the one that made a slight mistake there was Live and Let Live. The old grey is Longshoreman down the pack, and then Torian Tycoon come towards the 18th now, and as they do so, it's still McGregor the third that has the edge. Islewin and Viva Bella are the 3. They race down a bit of an incline and across a water and bank here, and the black with the white sleeves, that's McGregor the third. He pops over. There goes Islewin and Viva Bella. Docklands Express, Mr. Merhill, Longshoreman. Fiddler's Pike's getting closer now. Bagu, the Belgian runner, still well out the back, is outclassed at this pace. Coming then towards fence number 19. They jump this, and then they go out into the country yet again. This is the 19th then. Isn't this fun? McGregor the third to Viva Bella in second, Islewin third, and Docklands Express in 4th. Certainly Sporting Index getting plenty of value here. McGregor the third jumps what was there first, was also the 12th, was now the 20th. Fiddler's Pike going through there. Mouse's sister is out the back, bowling along in front. Isn't this good stuff? McGregor the third leading to Viva Bella in second. Race away from us again. Bottle Black has given up the unequal struggle. That's been pulled up. It's McGregor the third that has the edge. Another ditch and fence there. McGregor the third leading then. That's a trailing group there. Well out the back. Fiddler's Pike with that lot, and Mouse's sister, and well out the back is Bagu. They race away then to an island fence. McGregor the third and Viva Bella, and Docklands Express has come through into 3rd place, and really the experienced horse is now telling, and it is very much the class chasers that are having, not so much the eventers. At this stage, I've got about a mile to go, coming to the 23rd. This is Aintree, and at this is a bit like the canal turn. They make a sharp left-handed turn, I hope, after this. It's McGregor the third in the lead. That's it, left hand down. Oh, look at this. Docklands Express turned on a sixpence, gave threepence change. Docklands Express on the inside of McGregor the third. They're first and second. Viva Bella in third. A bank and hedge now, and it's still McGregor the third who has it, coming to it, pops over. That was the 25th. Docklands Express the inside, and Viva Bella. Now they race down the hill. They're going to join the racecourse proper now, and then they've got 2 2 more flights of hurdles to jump. It's only a 3-mile race. It seems like 33. McGregor, the commentators at least, McGregor the third, the leader, 2 Docklands Express in second, and Viva Bella, and these 3 are all a distance clear of the others, headed by, this is the second last, headed by Fiddler's Pike. 2 out that, and it's McGregor the third, the leader, and this horse with chasing experience has the edge. Make the final turn into the home run. 1 more flight of hurdles to jump, and McGregor the third has been aimed at this race for a very long time. Docklands Express is in blue, red and yellow is Viva Bella. Down the straight they come, coming to a dressed hurdle now. McGregor the third and Brian Harding come to it. McGregor the third is going to take it in the lead, clear by about 8 lengths. At the last, he's over safely to Viva Bella and Docklands Express, and McGregor the third getting a well-deserved round of applause. He's enjoyed himself. I hope you have. This is McGregor the third taking the Sporting Index Chase. He is the winner of this innovative race. Second horse home is Viva Bella, who plugged on gamely. Third was Docklands Express, and these 3 are a long way clear of Rosemary Henderson coming up the hill now. She's going to take 4th place and pushed out towards the line. Here she comes. That's it. Rosemary Henderson is in 4, and Torian Tycoon is in 5th. And then some of the strugglers, and some of them have well pulled up. The result then of this, the Sporting Index Chase, it's a win for McGregor the third. And the colours